Today I'm starting with an apple crotch, debarked and scorched. Hi y'all, welcome to another video. I didn't pour the resin this time on camera because there's plenty of videos like that online anyways. I used eye candy blue and eye candy green and left it in a pressure pot for 2 days. Roughing out resin can be brutal. If it's out around like it is here, the chips that come off there are like little needles that blast into you. I'll cut a tenon on the back of this blank. In retrospect, I should have made it a little bit bigger, longer, so it would go into the jaws more. And I should have cut it into the wood so that the plastic wouldn't be out there by itself. Plastic doesn't make for a good clamping mechanism. I'll cut this nub off on the bandsaw. I used it so that it would hold the blank down under the resin and not float to the top. I know I could start shaping sooner, but I always take a piece to round. Just get it round because I don't know what kind of shape I'm going to end up with. It just comes to me as I turn it. There's a pesky little piece of resin on the edge of this wood I need to get out. On a large bowl, I might leave a mass in the middle to offer some stability as I'm turning. But this bowl here, this is pretty tight, so I'm not going to need that mass, so I'll just drill it out. I lost focus here for a second, and then I lose the bowl. This is why I was talking about that resin tendon. It needed wood in it. It was not stiff enough to really hold the bowl, but I got by with it. To hollow this out, I'm using a combination of tools: an 8mm very sharp carbide cutter, a 12mm negative rake cutter, an 8mm negative rake cutter, and then finally a 3/4 inch shear scraper, radius shear scraper. I'm going to leave the wall thickness at about 1/4 inch. I can do that by feel. If it was going thinner, I'd have to use tools. I'll sand through the grits all the way up to about 3,000. That's only because there's resin in the piece. With wood, I normally only go to about 320. Here I'm using my DIY abrasive paste. This does a great job after the final sanding because it pretty much doubles whatever sanding you're doing to the next highest grit. Like if I stop at 3,000, it'll be an 8,000 finish on this piece. The trick is to put it on very liberally. I rub it in for quite a while, and then I rub every bit of it off until my paper towel doesn't have any residue on it whatsoever. My preferred finish for wood and resin when they're together like this is to use an oil of some kind, either Danish oil, boiled linseed oil, walnut oil. Here I'm using linseed oil. The trick is to let it soak into the wood for about 15 minutes, then you just buff it off. When the project's finished, I like to use a microcrystalline wax. That stuff is great. I love it. It's clear, it goes on very thin, and offers a little added shine and a lot of protection. Best of all, no fingerprinting. A chunk of wood screwed to this faceplate allows me to hot glue products onto it. I've never lost anything using hot glue. I love this stuff. I had some technical difficulties that will force me to go to turning the inside of the lid here in a second. I did want to show how easy it was to take this lid off the glue blank with a hot glue gun though. Works great. Here I'm turning a beautiful one-of-a-kind finial for the lid. Oh crap. I started over with an apple branch I had in the scrap bin. Temu $6 digital calipers reveal 0.490. My steel vernier calipers reveal 0.499. Not too shabby, eh?
Tim, what the hell, Tim? It's 2:30 in the morning and you're still out here in the garage? We just had a big come to Jesus meeting about this the other day. You said you were going to start coming in at 9 o'clock so you could spend some time with me. You haven't done that one time. I sit here alone every night by myself watching TV. I've got the whole couch to myself. I get to watch all my girly TV shows. I get to pause the TV if I want to stop to talk to my friends on the phone. Actually, after all, honey, I want you to stay in the garage.
Just one more minute, honey.